Hey, what's up? This is Christopher back at it again with another video. All right, today I want to show you some presets for Luminar. Now, this preset pack that I'm going to show you today is the Insta Inspiration. And what Insta is, oh my gosh, that's a tongue twister. Insta Inspiration is, it is an Instagram inspired presets pack for Luminar. It retails for $9.99. And of course, I'll have a link in the description where you could check out this preset pack. If you've not checked out my preview or review of Luminar, I highly suggest you do that as well because this is one of the best editors for photography, for photos on your Mac. And it's only like 60 bucks for the software. It's terrific. No need to pay for like Lightroom and Photoshop and all that because pretty much if you're a professional photographer, you could use Luminar. If you're just a prosumer or a hobbyist photographer, then definitely worth checking out because it's going to have everything that you're most likely going to need to post-process your images. So Luminar has presets that you can purchase, additional presets, other than what comes with Luminar, and Insta Inspiration is one of them. So what I have here is I have an image of a hamburger, and I have Instagram opened up over here on the left, and then on the right I have Luminar with the same picture. And down here in the bottom I have my presets. So let me just show you Luminar. You'll tap down here, and then you can choose like your different presets. So I have the Insta Inspiration presets pack picked. And then you can kind of just scroll through here and look at all the different Instagram inspired presets that they have. And as you can see, most of those look very similar to what Instagram offers. So as an example, let's find the 1977. I don't know if I have this one enabled. Let me see. Of course I don't. So let me go to manage real quick. And then yeah. All right, so you know what? Let me go to Clarendon here. So I'm going to apply this to my image in Luminar, and now I'm going to apply it here in Instagram. Let's tap done so we can see the Clarendon. So you can kind of see that they look very similar to one another. I mean, look at that. That's almost identical. One thing that's cool about editing your photos inside of Luminar on your Mac, not only do you have a much bigger display, so you're going to be able to see more details, maybe you need to crop something out, maybe looking at your photo on a smaller screen, you may not see as much of the details of the image as you will on the larger screen on your desktop. I'm on a 27-inch iMac, so I have like this huge area that I can look at my image. I can blow up Luminar in full screen and look at the image. But not only that, once I apply the filters, I have so many other presets that I can go in here and just change that I don't have in Instagram. Now you have a few options in here for like saturation and sharpen and brightness and contrast and whatnot. But what I have in Luminar is just way more than that. Let me just show you, like, add filter. And I want you to look at this list of all the filters that I can add in here, all the different things that I can all the settings that I can change for my image that I could add to my photo. And what's cool about it is I can edit this on my Mac, then I can airdrop it to my iPhone and then upload it to Instagram. And I don't have to edit. I can go ahead and just add my hashtags or whatever it is on Instagram and I'm done. And I feel like editing on my Mac versus just uploading into Instagram and then using like either their preset filters and then maybe like some of the adjustment options that they have in here, like this, the shadows or tilt shift or whatever is fine. But if I want to do some advanced editing, I'm going to need advanced software, and that's where Luminar comes into play. And I highly recommend it. I think it's a terrific photo editing application. I'm going to leave a link for my review of this. I talk a little bit about Insta Inspiration, but I don't go into too much detail. So that's what I want to do here. So let's just compare some of the Instagram filters with what the Insta Inspiration preset pack has. So let's go with Brooklyn. Let me see, is Brooklyn still a... I don't use a lot of filters in Instagram. As you notice, I had a lot of them disabled. I mean, I use them, but I don't have... Yeah, okay, here goes Brooklyn right here. It's very similar. So you'll notice that the Luminar preset, it's a little bit different. I think it's just a little too much. So if I bring that down a little bit, it kind of matches more of the tone. Let me go maybe like about 60 or so. That looks sort of similar. Let's go with the Clarendon. I think that was back here. Why are these not in alphabetical order? I have no idea. So there's the Clarendon. I mean, that looks very similar to me. And of course, you can adjust the amount over here in Luminar, which you can do the same thing in Instagram. You can tap it and, you know, adjust the amount. So, I mean, you're going to have similar functionality in Luminar with this preset pack as you would have in Instagram, but you're just going to have much more options to further edit your photo inside of Luminar. So as you can see, you're going to get 30 presets with the Insta Inspiration plugin for Luminar, and it's only $9.99. I mean, it's a great deal if you want to edit on your Mac inside of Luminar. You know, I highly recommend it. But let's compare a couple of the other ones now. Let's go with the lo-fi here. So I'll apply that, and then let me find a lo-fi here inside of Luminar. So we have a lo-fi here. Let's go ahead and apply that. Let's look at that. Looks a little bit darker, so maybe I'll just bring that down just a tad. And I mean, that looks almost identical to my eye. Let me bring it down just a little bit more. I mean, that looks almost identical. I think, you know, I can come over here and start further editing it and add different filters to it, you know, like inner brightness, you know, bring down the feathering, maybe the roundness of it, the size. Maybe I want to add some more. Let's go ahead and just make that a little bit darker and, you know, add a little more clarity to it. And up here at the top, I have the histogram, which I don't have inside of the Instagram app. So, you know, I'm going to have some more advanced features to get that perfect photo so that my Instagram game is top notch or whatever. You know, you're going to start uploading these photos and you're going to have the preset filter. If there's a particular filter that you like, you're more than likely going to have it in the Insta Inspiration pack. So you're going to be able to still apply the same type of effect, but you're going to be able to further edit it in a way that you're not going to be able to do inside of Instagram on your mobile device. But this is Insta Inspirations. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave that below. And as I mentioned, I will have the links in the description where you can check out this Insta Inspiration pack from MacFun.com. I'm going to have a link for Luminar, and then I'm going to have a link to the video that I have previously uploaded about Luminar. So I hope everyone has a great day. Give the video a thumbs up. Peace.
A thousand tomorrows follow each other.